Been here the last couple of days. I actually came yesterday afternoon, had a briefing with the Chamber of Commerce on all of the work that you do, really the great city that you live in here in Huntsville, the successes you've had, the way you've had those successes, and then met with Bud Kramer, who's a former colleague, who's been a champion for this area, and obviously living in the just north of you and having a lot of constituents who work here, it's important to me that I kind of keep my thumb on, or at least continue to be informed about what's occurring here in Huntsville. We're really concerned about what appears to maybe be a new direction that NASA may be taking. At least they're proposing that. Some of us are concerned that eventually we may see space flight either pared down or have to depend on someone else. In America, we've never depended on anyone else, and we shouldn't now. I don't want to see our astronauts sitting on one of the stars in the Constellation, thumbing a ride with either China or with Russia to go to Mars. That's not America. It shouldn't be America. And for those of us who serve in Congress, we will do the best we can to be sure that America stays on the cutting edge of research development, and that we continue the programs in a well thought out, calculated way that will keep us in the forefront in space exploration. But also more than just that, it has a tremendous impact on medicine, on science, and on materials. And if we forfeit that to some other country, then we lose in the long run, and our future will not be as bright as it could or should be. I've been to Huntsville several times. Obviously, when Bud Kramer and I served together, we had several meetings back and forth. I served 6 years with him. We actually kind of organized congressional regional areas to where we could work back and forth, had some meetings in the district I represented here as well. So I've always been impressed with what you do and what you've done here in Huntsville, Alabama, and what you will do in the future.
Representative Lincoln Davis from the 4th District of Tennessee was in town, and he is an appropriator, which is a very powerful position in the House, and he has a very special interest in Huntsville. He represents Fayetteville. They have about 10,000 people who live in Fayetteville and actually work at Marshall Space Flight Center or on Redstone Arsenal, and it's a very important sector of his economy. So he was down here to talk a little bit more about Constellation, about NASA, and he really told us about his support of the whole program, and and it's good to have support like that.
What were his impressions of the area as the two of you spoke?
Oh, he's been down here numerous times, and he's really impressed with the area, with the growth that we have, with the economic engines that we have going on here. Lincoln Davis knows that the future of his South Tennessee district is very much tied to our economic base. From the very first day of our administration, we've reached out to people from across the state and from different areas for the city of Huntsville. I mean, our economic engine is regional, and regionally there's more than 40% of the people who work on Redstone Arsenal work outside of Madison County. So our job is to reach out to those regional sources that can help us do our job.